Cool. All right. Go ahead and give me your artist name, your project name.
Cool. It's Ash Reynolds. Cool. Just me.
Go ahead and describe to me your Black and Blue experience.
Man, where to start? What a cool thing to be a part of. It was inspirational, really, I guess is what I could say. When I got the criteria email for what I was supposed to be writing, the process began immediately. I had so much to just feed off of, and it really made the whole process really exciting to write, because I didn't have to think about this blank page and what I was going to put on it. I had already had these 10 items that someone else said, here, you have to put these in here. So it made it a really interesting experience and really exciting to sit down and start writing. So,
awesome. How compared to your normal songwriting process, what was Black and Blue in comparison like to your normal songwriting process, I guess?
This actually was the first song that I've ever written the music to first and the lyrics after that. Typically, I'm always writing lyrics wherever I'm sitting in the car at a stoplight, and I'll write down some lyrics, and then I end up putting music to that. But this was the first time, the absolute first time I've ever written music before I wrote the lyrics. So that was interesting. And then compared with what I've written before for the band Monk's Wine, this was just a completely different entity. It was less kind of indie piano rock and more hip hop, more mainstream. So that was kind of a new process for me. It was, again, very exciting.
Sweet. What song criteria did you end up using?
Amazingly enough, I was able to fit all 10 of them in there. There was some pretty outrageous lyrical phrases that I found a way to stick in there. Some cool a cappella stuff, which I attribute being able to do that to an a cappella group that I actually sang in for 3 years. So I was able to kind of pull from that experience and throw that stuff in there. And then my favorite was the nonsense syllables or made-up words I threw into the rap section. So that was a lot of fun.
So was nonsense syllables your favorite, or did you have a particular one that was your favorite out of the criteria?
I would say, yeah, the nonsense syllables was my favorite. It was a lot of fun to try and figure out how I was going to incorporate that, because when I saw that one, I knew that was one that I had to put in there. I wanted to get that in there no matter what. And so it was really fun to try and find a way to do that. And I thought, what better way than to do a rap and just make a bunch of it up? So.
Out of the criteria, which one did you find was like the most challenging?
Okay, well, I'll put it this way. I laid down the drum tracks for this one. So playing in a meter other than 4/4, and I didn't want to just do 2/4 or 3/4 or something like that. I wanted to get a little complex with it. So I chose 7/8, and me not being a drummer and then having to lay down drum tracks to a 7/8 meter, and then transition to 4 and then to 3 and the other meters that I had in the song. That was really challenging.
What advice would you give any band that wants to participate in future Black and Blues?
Man, absolutely do it. It's gonna do, if nothing else, it's going to let you know what kind of musician you are. This has opened my eyes so much to what I'm capable of doing and what I thought before that I wasn't capable of doing, if that makes any sense at all. I had my doubts before this thing, and then I got into the writing process, and I thought, you know what, I can do this. And this is all things that I've wanted to try before and either never had the sand to do it or just didn't think I had the ability. And now, after doing this, I have a lot more confidence about myself as a musician. So anybody that wants to be a part of this and try it out, man, absolutely do it. Do it.
Final question. How did you feel about Black and Blue?
This is one of the greatest ideas I've ever been involved with. When I first heard that it was going to be happening, I was really jazzed about it. It's such a great way to get the music community together, get a lot of people who maybe don't have the means to come into a studio and lay down tracks. For a minimal cost, you're getting a whole lot of really pro production, and it's such a great thing, man. And I hope there's going to be more. I look forward to the next one. I'm definitely going to participate in that. It's just really fun.